What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a day in the life video where I show you guys what I do inside my business to earn 6 figures a year, reselling full-time on eBay. So here we are at the warehouse, storage, whatever you want to call it, basement of my friend's property, where I have 8,750 active listings on eBay. 8,750 items on eBay. And this is what I do full time. Then I make YouTube videos about it. So right now what we got going on for the day is we're getting ready to ship items out, getting ready to pack and pull them. I'll show you guys what's sold in all of this as well, so that way maybe you guys can get an idea of some things to sell inside your business. If you sell clothing, I don't sell anything else but clothing, shoes and hats, which the shoes and hats part is just an add-on. So let's show you guys what I got going on right now. So over the last couple days, things have obviously been up and down for everybody. So yesterday we did 588 bucks, and then so far today we're at $65. It's 11 o'clock, so not, you know, where I wanted to be at, but nonetheless still thankful. So I'll show you guys the total for the 29 orders, even though 5 of those don't have to go out today. I'll just show you the gross number. So we're at 29 for $654, which that's all right with me. Let's see, what's this? Item subtotal. So that's what it's looking like right now. $415 of this is going to be my money. The rest of it's going to be for shipping. This is pretty cool. I've never seen this function before, right here where it shows you guys what the order total breakdown is. So, and if you look right here, it says item subtotal is the sum of all the items selected in the time period. Order total is the sum of all paid orders, including shipping, taxes, and fees from the selected time period. So if you realize right here, this 654 is the gross number, and then this is the item subtotal without all the extra fees added to it. So this is still not net, but it's closer to the net than this number is. So that's just a little breakdown, financial breakdown for the numbers for you guys. All right, first up we have a St. Jude's shirt, 104.73, 104.73 right here. But this is just you know, St. Jude's covering the hospital. Tee sold for best offer, nope, for $840 with a 30% off coupon. Someone kindly suggested that I get a cart to put my orders in and push around this storage. I already had one. Sometimes it's in the video, sometimes it's not. It is kind of it fits up and down this aisle perfectly, as you can see. I just get tired of pushing it. So sometimes it just ends up being a little bit easier for me to just carry the items. So thanks for the suggestion. Way ahead of you. Got a Grayson Threads. Grayson Threads sweatshirt here with butterflies all over it. New tag, so for $12. I don't know where they sell that brand at, and I mean, I don't necessarily think it particularly matters as long as it's not like Walmart or Kmart or something like that. Kmart, they don't even exist anymore, do they? It's not Walmart though, for sure. That item sold for $12. I don't, like I was saying, I don't know where they sell that at or what it retails for new. I guess I could always search for that information, but $12 seems to be about the average. 12 to 15 seems about the average that I usually sell it for, so I'm okay with that. 14,268 is 511 tactical. 14,268. 14,24868. So 511 Tactical is a good brand. Not so much for the shirts. This only sold for a best offer of $9, but the buyer kept going back and forth with me trying to get it. Actually, was it $9? Let me check. Might have been a little cheaper than that, or it might have been a little more than that. Nope, $9. The buyer kept offering me lower than that, trying to offer me 50% of what I had the item listed for, which happens a lot on eBay right now. And I just kept countering with $9 because that's pretty much the lowest I was going to take on it. The pants sell way better. The pants go for you know, all over the place. 15 to 25 bucks, sometimes even more, depending on the size, the make. You know, certain ones go for a little bit more. 1716. 1716 is a pair of Nike shorts. 1716. 1716. These are Nike running shorts, sold for $7. Is a women's, oh yeah, I was supposed to tell you guys the sizes of everything. St. Jude's shirt was a men's large. Grayson's thread sweatshirt was a women's extra large. 511 tactical shirt was a men's extra large. These shorts are a women's small. So sorry, I've been trying to give you guys the sizes of the items that I'm selling, because sometimes certain items you might see me sell, you might pick it up in like a small or something, and then you might sit on it forever, and then you don't have the same results as I do, and then you're mad at me because I didn't give you the proper information. So next item is going to be a Panera Bread shirt. Do you guys have Panera Bread where you live? Here in Missouri, we call it Panera Bread, but it's also called St. Louis Bread Company in St. Louis, and for some reason I think that's where it started. Let me check that out real quick. Here's the history of it real quick, guys. Panera Bread Company started in 1987 as St. Louis Bread Company, and the place is fire. I don't know if you guys have ever eaten there, but if you haven't, you need to try some of their sandwiches. Sandwiches, not sandwiches, sandwiches. So amazing. That shirt sold for $11.25, and it's 17,168. 17,168. So we got the most graviest of inventory systems right here, right? 17,168. Pretty easy to pull and pack items when you can find them very quick. So most of my time spent in these pulling and packing sessions goes to holding this camera. I literally can fly through this in no time and pick all my items, but I do stop, you know, do a little bit of talking, a little bit of jibber jabber, showing you guys what's going on. You guys can get all these supplies to store your inventory nice and neat in sequential order. The bags, the SKU numbers, the boxes, the shelves you're gonna have to get like from Sam's Club. That's where I've been getting them from lately. But everything else, guys, even down to the thermal printer, the thermal labels, everything that I use to run my business is linked down below in the description. You guys don't have to buy it, but it does help support the channel just a tiny bit. I'm promising you guys I'm not getting rich off these Amazon links, but it is a free way for you to support the channel by buying something that you're already gonna buy, not something that I'm trying to shove down your throat. So appreciate the support if you guys do spend. If not, just keep watching these videos, and that helps enough too. Got some American Eagle jeans. These are women's jeans, size 4. They sold for 20 bucks. These are mom jeans, straight leg jeans. I called them mom jeans. The waistband calls those mom jeans, but they're modern, so I just called them 90s style jeans. And I really believe that that's what helped the jeans sell as fast as they did, because they haven't been listed long, and 4 is not the greatest of sizes either. So really glad that that sold as fast as it did. These right here are Prana pants, men's Prana pants. Definitely something to look out for. These were a men's, what size? 38, 32. 38 is about the top of the market that I'm gonna buy on a pair of pants for men's, because while 40s and 42s and all that stuff do sell, they sell much slower. So 38 is about the top of the price, not the top of the price, but the top of the size chart that I'm gonna buy it for a men's size. Those sold for 35 bucks. They sold pretty quick as well. It took about 2 months, so I'm okay with that. One of the things I continue to have decent success with is Ralph Lauren button-up shirts. This is a men's, what size is this? Let me see here. This is a men's extra large. Got this in the bulk buyout that I did from Grayson, that I talk about kind of frequently in this these last few videos, because this was a recent buyout. Got a bunch of those from him. That sold for, let's see, I think it was 18 bucks on a best offer. 19 bucks on a best offer, so not that bad of a sell. Wisconsin Badgers hoodie. I think I got this from him too. Maybe I got it at the bins. This is a men's size extra small. Probably got this from Grayson because I don't think I would have picked up an extra small. But lo and behold, it sold very fast and it sold for 25 bucks. This is a Catherine's plus size 3X top floral pattern, 3/4 sleeve. Sold very quick as well, and it sold for $15. Boy, you guys ain't gonna believe it sold. Wait till I show you guys this one. This one is for the record. Like a really stick your foot in your mouth type of thing. Gloria Vanderbilt jeans, right? Or Gloria Vanderbilt pants. These sold for $18 with a 20% off coupon. Matter of fact, I think this is actually an offer. Got these as well from Grayson. I hadn't been buying Gloria Vanderbilt. I tried it before and it didn't go well. These are a size 10, which I did market research on Gloria Vanderbilt and found out that 18 is an okay size to buy, but anything lower than that doesn't sell fast. And surprisingly, these sold fast. 18 bucks, they sold in less than a month. This is the end of the inventory right here, right? So that's like 2 weeks ago. I'm currently on number 19,852. This was 18,537. So I do 90 a day, so that's just probably 2 weeks ago, so pretty fast. Got us another item that I got in that bulk buyout from Grayson. This, and not this. So these two items came from Grayson. This is a Tommy Hilfiger shirt, women's, size large, sold for $10. This is a super beat up Dallas Cowboys shirt, sold for $3.75. It's a men's large. And these are Lululemon shorts, sweat shorts, size medium. I just got these from the bins on Monday, and today's Thursday, so I listed them yesterday. They sold yesterday to a viewer of the channel, so thank you, viewer of the channel, for $22. So big shout out to James Alley. You got some nice shorts coming your way, bud. So a couple really cool comments on the channel. One is from Danny, what says Dom at NYC. So I don't know what you guys' actual channel names are. I know what your handles are because that's how eBay is nowadays. It says, wow, away from your channel for a few months and boy have you grown. When did you move to the basement storage? I don't see a video about it. Your own Patreon, way to go. So the video that I moved here in this storage is called, let's see real quick. So the video is from 2 months ago. It says I'm moving on the thumbnail, and the title says I've had enough, it's over, day in the life of a six-figure reseller. So it is actually episode 29 if you are keeping tabs of the day in the life series. Episode 29 is where I moved into this place. This is a buddy of mine, his property. He owns this house. 4 people rent things from here. I rent out this whole basement minus this other little slab over here, which is my buddy Chad's renting this part out. There's a bathroom in here. This part right here is where my friend Chad rents out. So Chad rents that, I rent this. Upstairs is a family that I don't know, and then there's also a studio apartment attached to this that my buddy Bryson rents out. So my buddy's probably, I wouldn't even speculate what he's making off this building, but it's probably enough to pay for the house note on this piece of property, and partially probably the house he's living in. So that's how you do it, guys. That's how you monetize a piece of property right there. So big kudos to him. Do your thing. You're giving me a great price break. I pay $500 a month for this, and you guys got to keep in context that the last storage units I were in were 70 bucks a piece for 5 storage units, right? And in order for me to max out all those storage units, which still would have not given me this type of space, it would have cost me 500 bucks. So I get all this space I can grow for 500 bucks, and I get my own bathroom. So that's really one of the selling points for me. Another comment on the channel was, this is a new guy that just subscribed, or girl. Their name is Baldork, at Baldork. I'm an everything seller. I avoid clothing. It's not what I enjoy selling. However, this video popped up in my feed and the title got me. I clicked and watched an entire video about a guy selling clothes on eBay. It was very refreshing to find a seller that is not complaining. He said the B word, I'm not going to cuss. That is not being whining and blaming all the problems on the platform. I sub to support your attitude in the community despite having no interest in selling clothing. Congrats on your success. I hope it continues and grows. And that right there is very awesome, because when someone doesn't sell in a niche, they really have no interest in what the person that's talking about that stuff has to say. Not in all cases. Case in point, this example right here. So it's really awesome to find that someone can watch this content even though that's not a niche that they're in, and still get value from it. So that's what it's really all about in this community, guys, is providing value. If you're doing YouTube this to make money, it's definitely not gonna, for me at least, it's not going to be what rewards you. While there is monetary value in doing this, the best part about all this is helping you guys grow your businesses. YouTube money ain't what it's all cracked up to be, that's for certain. If I was to stop and only do YouTube, I'd go out of business ASAP. So keep that in mind. When I think everyone needs a YouTube channel, but keep that in mind when you're starting a YouTube channel, that it's not a, at least for me, smaller guys, it ain't about the YouTube money, because it's definitely not going to pay the bills. So let's move on to some more of these items that did sell, that do pay the bills. Okay guys, John Deere tractor shirt sold for $9. Pretty, you know, faded graphic, distressed and thrashed. Men's extra large. Sorry about the eBay or email notifications. Somebody just signed up for the custom SKU document. If you guys don't know, there's a custom SKU document to where you can print your own custom SKUs. You can download it in the link in the description. It's free, it doesn't cost anything. Nike basketball shirt. This sold for, it's a Chicago Bulls shirt. Sold for $11.25. It's a men's small. This is Indiana Hoosiers Adidas hoodie. I got one of these a couple weeks back, right? And it was stained, had, you know, flaws and issues with it. Sold for like $20. This one did not have stains or issues with it, so I listed it for $30 and it sold for $25 the next day. Super glad to see that go. That is a men's extra large. This is Mercy Hospital Infinity Cherokee Scrub, sold for $15. That's a women's extra large. These items are all going to be on sale for like 70-80% off. This item is a Maurice's dress, women's extra large, sold for $4.50. Chicago Bulls sweatshirt. This is a men's large, sold for $8.10. Field and Stream button-up shirt. This is a men's extra large, sold for $6.75. Game Winner camouflage shirt. This sold for $6.75, and the reason I think this shirt took forever to sell, as well as some of these other items, is the title structure. So listen to this title structure. Game Winner Real Tree camouflage shirt, men's 3XL short sleeve crew neck tee. Super basic title, right? And it's not even in the right order, so that's going to make it not pop up in search as much as, let me read you the new title, the title I would have made today. Game Winner shirt, men's 3XL green camouflage short. I wouldn't even put short sleeve or crew neck tee in there. I would put Real Tree pattern, Real Tree camouflage, somewhere around there. Real Tree camouflage. I would put hunting, outdoor, Gorp Core, something like that in there. I would not put the sleeve length in there, and I bet you that shirt would have sold much faster for more money. Okay guys, another shirt. This is a vintage Hollywood Casino shirt, men's large. This is a this is a men's large, sold for $10.50. It's very stained. I hope the buyer read the description. These are BKE jeans. I got these from my friend Josh. His wife had a bunch of stuff she used to sell on eBay. Bunch of BKE jeans. They are all small sizes, so that's one of the reasons why this took forever to sell. However, here's another point where the title matters, guys. Listen to this title. BKE Crossroad long jeans, women's 26, blah blah blah, distressed flared blue light wash denim. Horrible title, guys. Horrible title. If I would have titled this nowadays, it would be BKE jeans, women's 26 33.5, because that's what the tag says. Blue distressed blue. If I were to title this now, I would call this BKE jeans, women's 26 33 by 33 and a half, blue crossroad long jeans, or crossroad long, distressed flared leg. I would probably say Y2K style, low rise denim. That's how I would title it nowadays. Just I didn't know any better back in the day, you know. And when I say back in the day, this was like a little over a year ago now, where I made this horrible title. These BKE jeans are selling like hotcakes right now too. So 86.50 is, I'm at 19,000. So this is well over a year ago now. What do those sell for? Those sold for 11 bucks. That was an offer and I did accept, but if I would have titled that better, I could have sold that faster for more money. This is a R&K cardigan sweater. I got this from a bulk buyout. This sold for $7.88. It is a women's extra large, and I never heard of that brand, so I'm just glad that it actually sold. So this is the items that we got going out. So I'm gonna push this cart back over yonder and go over here to the shipping station. So with this setup here, guys, I can do everything from this setup. I don't have to go home. I don't have to run back and forth across town with boxes of inventory. When this box gets filled, I can take it straight over to there and put it right in line with the next order. Now, for those of you that don't know, empty shelf box from the shelf I installed yesterday. A shelf broke couple months back. One of these ones right here. This shelf right here was from Lowe's, and these planks are the shelves from that shelf. And I've just been sitting these boxes on them to elevate them slightly off the floor. Same as with this right here, just to keep the boxes elevated off the floor in case water does come through. That's what this trail is right here. It's water that was leaking. Now the landlord did fix this leak, so it shouldn't happen again. But just to be on the safe side, I'm keeping the boxes up off the floor until I buy more inventory. So you see how these boxes are sitting on the floor, but these boxes are elevated. I don't know, you might not be able to see that, but there's a gap down there. That's the plan for all of this inventory, is to be lifted up off the floor. As you can see down there, it's all off the floor. So that way it'll keep everything from, you know, water damage in case it does leak again. And like I said, with this, everything being here, I can just go through my processes, take all my photos, bag my items up, put the items up, and then set up for the next day. So it's been really great switching over here to doing everything from this unit. I don't have to have stuff cluttered all throughout my house. No need for items to be sitting all over the place. I do really feel like it's working better. A lot of you guys have asked me how I like it being over here with everything all in one place, and it does make for a much more smooth process, seamless in between transitions. So that keeps everything just rolling right along, and I really like that. All right, guys, so one of the things that's been happening a lot lately is people have been complaining about, you know, reselling in general, right? I feel like, what's the point in complaining, right? We can voice our opinions and try to help find a solution, but at the end of the day, spending all of our time talking negatively about eBay and reselling and this and that and this and that and the third, and you know, that only does so much, right? So instead of letting all this stuff rent space in our heads, why not just focus on the things that actually make a difference, like listing items the best way that we can and trying to grow our reselling business, instead of coming on my videos and like complaining about things that I'm doing or voicing your opinion about things you don't like that I'm doing. Why not just spend that extra time that you use being negative and funnel that into positive energy? Use that as you know, fuel to get your listings done, or use that as fuel to do something that's going to benefit you, right? Someone said something about I guess we don't need better title structure or something. Yes, as a matter of fact, you do. I just showed you guys 2 examples of why title structure is important. You don't have to take what I say and utilize it, right? This is for the people that do want to utilize it. This is for the people that are seeking help. So with that being said, Bo Johnson and I have started a Patreon where we teach you guys the same stuff that we do inside of our business to help us grow to 6 figures a year, 2 times in a row now on eBay. So inside this Patreon, guys, you get accountability, which is the biggest part of it all. If you say you're going to do something, we make sure that you do it. You get a reseller spreadsheet, you get a BOLO guide, you get item specifics guide that Bo created, and the best part about it is there's 50 other like-minded individuals in there that can help you guys grow your businesses as well. We have hours of pre-recorded footage, and we do 2 live calls a day to help you guys along on your reseller journey. So if that seems like something that you guys are into, consider joining the Patreon. There's a free 7-day trial, link down in the description below. You guys can come over there and see how we can help you out. What I do know is complaining about things really doesn't get much done. At the end of the day, all it does is give you guys a headache. It makes you feel better for a moment. It makes you feel better for a moment, but with no real resolution in sight. So I really just encourage everyone to focus on shipping your items out when they sell and listing more items that day as well. All right, guys, I got the orders packed up. I got the items laid out to get started on taking photos for the day. This is 90 sets of photos right here, but this is 90 items laid out right here to then take photos with. And then as you guys know, I have a lister sending those photos over to the lister this afternoon after I get done taking those photos. Now I'm gonna get these to the post office, grab a bite to eat for lunch real quick. Then after that, I'll come back and start hopping into these photos. All right, guys, lunch break is over. Had fried fish, biscuits, and some potato rounds, which I guess is the equivalent of fish and chips. Pretty fire. Now it's time to get back to business. So what I'm gonna do is take these sweatshirts and essentially just slap them up on this board, take as many photos as I can, as fast as I can. It's taking me about, and I wish it could go faster, right? But I do have to bag these items up, which takes time. It's taking me about 4 hours to do 90 sets of photos. And then I send those off to the lister and they do the listings for me. So I spend about an hour editing and revising and making sure that the listings are optimal every morning. And I'm creating my own titles because the title is probably one of the most important parts of the item or of the listing, besides the item and the price. So if the item can't be found in search due to a poor title, it's not going to sell quick. So that means for me, it's going to end up going on a markdown sale. Then it's going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Even if it is a great item, then it's going to get, you know, the price slashed and slashed until it sells for way below market. So while the listers can put together a quality listing as far as item specifics and basic stuff, the description, the title, and the pricing, I do all on my own. So that takes me about an hour and 15 minutes to do my daily listings for the day. I would love to get it a little bit quicker, but you know, that's about as fast as it's going to get right now without them learning how to make better titles. So now we're going to get into the process of taking these photos. So with growing a business, right, which is okay, you end up picking up items that you not necessarily enjoy listing or want to list, right? So case in point, this is a copper key. Don't even know what that is. This is iShock. Don't know what that is. Karen Scott. I don't want to be selling Karen Scott, right? So the reason why I pick this stuff up is because it does sell. It may not sell for the greatest of money, but if you price it right, title it right, it'll sell fairly quick, right? So that keeps my store going, the traction on my store going, the money coming in on my store so I can pay my bills and keep everything afloat. But with that comes extreme amounts of volume, right? Do I want to be listing 50 items a day? Do I want to be taking 90 sets of photos every day to have days off to go source? Not necessarily, right? But it's what I have to do because it's what works, right? You got to do what works. You got to put in the effort that gains the results that you're looking for, right? And right now, this is the sweet spot that's actually working, allowing me to continue to grow the business and pay my bills, right? But with that being said, I am looking actively for a source, maybe even a sourcer. So if you live in the Cape Girardeau area, or even in the St. Louis area, or anywhere in between there, and you know what I'm talking about, if you live in this area and you have some type of brand knowledge, have some sort of sourcing skills, get a hold of me. I am looking for someone that can shop for me, that I can pay a certain amount of money for items, good quality items. I'm not going to take anything. I'm not just going to take Karen Scott. I'm not going to take Old Navy. I'm not going to take Arrow and Van Heusen. Those are things that's not going to work for me. But if you have brand knowledge to where you can buy good quality items and then sell them to me, let's do it. Let's link up. Let's create a business partnership to where we can help each other out. I can get good quality items. You can get money in your pocket. So that's going to be something that I'm looking for immediately. So if you are in the area and you want to do that, please get a hold of me. Everyone at some point in time in their business is going to either need to devote more time to sourcing quality items, hire out the process, or continue to pick up items that will sell, just not for the amount of money that you might not want to sell items for. This business right here that I have may not work for everyone. Case in point, a guy on our Patreon, he lives in a great area. He has unlimited, thrifting potential. I don't have those options living here in this area, right? So I'd have to be out hours and hours and hours a day, every single day, with no time to actually list the items that I'm listing, or purchasing, just to even try to make okay money, right? I've already done that. I did that the first year and a half of my business. I know that what is in my area does not garner me the outcome that I'm looking for. That's why I'm trying to diversify the way that I run the business, right? The fundamentals are going to stay the same. I'm trying to source better inventory. That's my main goal right now, sourcing better inventory that's going to make me more money with less effort, right? So I don't recommend anybody do the business that I'm currently doing, because it is a grind. You will need employees. You will need to do certain things that gives you that desired outcome, and that's not what I want for anybody. I want everybody to pick up the most profitable items they can for the lowest price they can. If $10 profit works for you, $15 profit works for you, by all means, go ahead. Right now I'm sitting at $8 profit. That's close to okay, but I'd rather make $15 profit per item if that's possible. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing moving forward, trying to source better inventory. I'm thankful for any dollar that I make off eBay, right? But if I don't have to list 90 a day and I can list just 50 a day and maybe even launch 30 of those a day, that'd be great, But if I can get the inventory, if I can get the inventory coming into me in large enough amounts to where I can still do 90 a day with my employees, that's making bank right there. So obviously I'm going to do the best that I can to get this ASP up as high as I can, and therefore the effort will be exponentially much more worth it. So that's what I'm doing right now. Like I said, if you guys live in this area, get a hold of me. Let's make something happen. So I've gotten through over half of these photos, right? And one of the things that I love about this whole process, right, is the clarity, the time that I get to think, right, while I'm listening to a podcast, listening to a live stream, something about my faith, which is actually what I'm doing right now. This doesn't have to do with Jesus, although more than you think that happens to you in life does. Now, what I'm going to talk about is taking risk, taking chances, taking that step in faith, right? When I first started doing eBay and sales were like non-existent, right? 1 or 2 a day, right? How did I know that I would grow into the store that I have now? And where am I going in the future? The thing is, I don't know where the future is, and nor did I know where I'd be at right now. 2.5 years ago, when I first got started on eBay, I didn't think that this operation would be what it is now, nor do I know what heights it could go to. I don't know if it could go any higher, or it might go lower. Who knows what is in store for me, right? But if I never would have taken a step out in faith, and really pursued this, I never would have gotten here, right? If I would have stayed complacent, stayed at my crappy rec center job, working $80 every two weeks on a paycheck, what type of job is that, right? Nor if I would have never left Golden Corral to even pursue entrepreneurship in the first place, would I have ever even got here, because I would have stayed at Golden Corral making $34K a year, miserable, right? Totally unhappy, working myself to the core. Although I do that now, I work myself to the core, I'm not miserable doing it, right? Yeah, I would love to not work as many hours a day as I do, but at the same time though, at least I'm doing it for a purpose. There's vision, right? There's a plan. This isn't the end game, right? I'm not going to be working all by myself all the time indefinitely, right? You guys see, I've already had listers come on. Now I've got photographers coming on. So I'm going to be able to remove myself from the daily processes more and more and more as time goes on. But I had to build the machine first. I had to do all the work myself first. I had to put in those long hours first. If I'd have never took that step in faith and just, bet on myself, and not even on myself, because nothing that I have is without God giving it to me, right? So if I wouldn't have put my trust in God to provide for me, right, then I never would have had any of this that I have now. I never would have had this YouTube channel. I never would have had the Patreon. I never would have had a six-figure business, right? I just want to encourage you guys, for the people that are out there feeling the blues and letting slow sales affect their mood and their mentality and give them depression, or just give them, the gumption to just quit altogether. Just hang in there, right? Have faith. I don't know what your beliefs are. Have faith in yourself then. I mean, don't idolize yourself. That's risky. But have faith in the fact that that you can work hard and you can remain humble, you can persevere through hard times, and you never know how far that'll take you. It's taken me pretty far with the grace of God and with Jesus' blessings. I just really thank the Lord that this is where I'm at now. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that one. I got about 25 more sets of photos to take. Then I gotta hop on the Good Pickings podcast with Ray from Good Game Grabs. I'm gonna leave this one here, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well and staying positive. Hopefully sales are coming in. That's gonna do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. But until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.